Yeah.
So what does the market look like, or markets? Because there are so many markets, so many exchanges. So can we look at Coin 360
Yeah,
today?
absolutely. What
I
coins are on the move? Right? Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. So it's actually looking pretty great today. Bitcoin at 58,000. But pretty much, it was actually 59K earlier today, pretty high to its all-time high, previous all-time high. And I've seen analysts speculating about the future movement, and an analyst from Cointelegraph.com actually suggested that we're going to see 73K pretty soon as a
73K.
as a very short dip, but we're going to see this according to this analyst. But it's not, this analyst is not the only one who is optimistic about the future. You guys love Cathie Wood so much, and we all do love her here at Benzinga. She was, again, I have to advertise it. She recently gave an interview to Jason, the CEO, who we call Raz. So go check it out.
Great interview. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's on our YouTube channel.
Absolutely. So she was talking to a panel last week, and she said that 1 trillion market cap is actually nothing compared to where this as in Bitcoin will ultimately be. So what she said is, if we add all of the potential demand relative to the limited supply, we come up with incredible numbers over the long term. We have just begun. $1 trillion is nothing compared to where this ultimately be. She also said that market conditions that we are at right now, which is I think it's pretty sure and safe to say that we are at very favorable market conditions right now. So this is a good time for a Bitcoin ETF. Bitcoin ETF is the question and the issue, I would say, that has been around for a while. A lot of companies tried and applied and filed with the SEC, but it hasn't happened yet. But this year, and even according to Cathie Wood, this is the year for Bitcoin ETF. A lot of Twitter users on what we call crypto Twitter speculating that if the government can print so much money just like that, it's actually pretty insane that they haven't approved Bitcoin ETF yet. So we are excited about what's going on, and I'm sure you guys. If you guys have watched us, we have speculated about different price predictions for this year. Let me just recap real fast. So we have Skybridge Capital, Anthony Scaramucci, who puts a price target at $100,000 this year. We have analysts from Goldman Sachs who believe we might see a price as high as $150,000 this year again, and we have a management firm, Guggenheim Partners, who believe that we might see $400,000 price level this year. So this is where we're at. But again, be very careful. Yeah.
Quick interjection from me. So we're obviously already 4 months into the year, which is crazy to think about. March is done. April's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So when do you think we're going to hit these price targets, right? We only have about 8 more months in the year. There's a lot of time, or I feel like this year has been moving by pretty fast, and there's been not too much movement, but definitely enough, but not enough to see the 100,000, I guess.
Yeah, I would say that, to your point, it is moving pretty fast, but a lot, so much has happened already, right? We have seen corporations finally coming into the crypto space, talking about putting it on their, balance sheets and investing in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and, Goldman Sachs relaunching cryptocurrency trading platform, and, all of those different headlines that we see. So, and it's pretty safe to say that we're past what we call a crypto March thing that we discussed with our guests previously, not on the previous show, but previously, right? There is such a phenomenon as crypto March, taxes and all that stuff. We have passed it. So I'm personally, I believe that it's coming, but it's coming, I think, by the end of the year. Everybody seems to think that this is what we're going to see by the end of the year. And if you compare charts, yearly charts with Bitcoin, this is what you see. By the end of the year, we always see a huge spike in prices, with a little bit of a dip over Christmas holidays for obvious reasons. People seem to think that, people are cashing out for Christmas presents and for Black Fridays and Cyber Monday. but usually, honestly, like November and December, like the hottest month in terms of price. This is what we've seen in 2017 with Bitcoin hitting 20K. This is what we saw. This is what we saw last December with Bitcoin finally going up and never going back down again. So this is the end of the year. We're gonna see new all-time high. But I'm actually interested in what kind of price this is going to be. Is it going to be like 70K, 73, or 62?
I think a good price for me right now, based on how it's been moving and where it's at and how it's been, or I guess all the news around it right now as well. Probably like 80, 85K by the end of the year is a good estimate for me. That's just my opinion.
Can we ask the chat what they think?
What do you guys think? We'll throw it back to the chat. What do you guys think? Price target for crypto by the end of the year?
Yes.
We already got Foxtail Farms 72K. That's right around. It's not too far off from what I said. It's a good one.
Yeah, but I'm very cautious about where we're going and what's going to happen next, because with everything that is going on in the crypto space right now, with major developments, right, and DeFi is finally taking its place, right? DeFi as in decentralized finance applications and token thriving, along with NFTs, of course, for sure. But it's a pretty exciting time to be in the crypto space. But I'm also worried if we're gonna get like last time we discussed that it's pretty natural for the market to have correction as long as a couple of years. Right. So this is where we're at right now. It's pretty exciting. A lot of companies are coming in. Private and institutional investors are here. We're all very excited. A lot more projects are coming in. And I'm not gonna lie. A lot of them are coming in just to make money, just to sort of make the best of the momentum. But it's gonna be very upsetting if we're going to enter a pretty long-term correction and all of that is just going to be in vain and, very upsetting for everybody in the crypto space. But usually during times like that, only true believers and true hodlers. Oh, wow. Yeah, I see the SPAC broker.
Nice. It's just a meme price. I like it.
But that's not very optimistic, though, compared to but maybe it's like just a pretty solid, reasonable, sound prediction. But hopefully it's gonna go higher. I'm not sure. Hopefully for
since he started talking, it's already hit 59,000. So Mark S said end of year 115K. So just keep talking about it, Catherine, and we'll get there.
Do we have somebody who's much more optimistic about the future by the end of the year?
Let's see. In the chat, we're getting a lot of 100Ks. A lot of people kind of agreed with me, staying in that 80-ish K range. We got Peso, very bullish on crypto. A lot of people are. BTC to about 100K. So a lot of people in that 100K, 120K, 80K range right there. So
okay, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about like top 5 gainers over the last 24 hours, but I want you guys to sort of like just text in the chat, leave a message below about why is it so important for the Bitcoin price to hit that high? Just for people to make money, or is it to prove some kind of point? Is it just a new financial tool, to stuck it to the government? So if you want to share in the chat, why is it so important that the Bitcoin price specifically should go higher than it is right now. It's a pretty great price range, though. I don't think a lot of people have actually truly believed that we're going to be where we are today. So why is it important? Just if we have time to go through it a little bit later today, it would be great. If not, just like hit us up on Twitter. Let us know why. Why is this important? It's a philosophical question, but it's a pretty important one. And actually, we haven't mentioned, but today we have a guest.
Yeah, we do have a pretty big guest today. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a founder of Crypto Fighters platform, a platform, Eli, his name is Eli, and he described it in an email as an original NFT platform because they launched in 2018 and they believe that they have been in the NFT game for a while. So it's pretty awesome to talk to someone who has actually built something, related to NFTs a while back. I know it's been just three years, right? 2018 is just recently, but in the crypto space, it's a while back. So let's look at the top 5 gainers of today. Unsurprisingly, actually, Aaron, I would. Do you know how to do it? You go on CoinMarketCap and just hit 24. You just hit 24. I'm sorry, I wanted to use
find the CoinMarketCap website.
CoinMarketCap, yeah. So just the main page, you go there and you see all the charts and all of the cryptocurrencies.
Everyone's going to see
here. And hold on, I lost you.
I'm here.
Yes, so just hit 24%. Yeah. So this is where we're at. Top 5 gainers. Unsurprisingly, these are not top 5 cryptocurrencies, like top 5 that are on the top 5 list. These are just the cryptocurrencies that have gained, the biggest amount of during this program, 60K. Okay, that's actually a great.
Let's
great
hope
prediction.
It does.
Yeah, but don't forget to share why it's so important just to cash out.
Let us know your thesis there.
Yeah, there's just a greater value behind all of that. So, Holo, which I'd love to pronounce as Hola, but okay. Holo, the ticker is HOT or hot, ranked hot, ranked 38 on market cap. Again, unsurprisingly, it's a token. We haven't seen major announcement from this company in I guess a month. Last time it was mentioned in news. It's just a minor development a month ago, but it's a token of a platform called Holochain. And Holochain is a framework for distributed applications. So it's a peer-to-peer distributed platform for hosting decentralized application or dApps built using Holochain. Again, no major announcements, so we're not quite sure yet. This coin is up. This is just to sort of justify myself. This is a pretty obvious and usual thing in the crypto market. It's not insider trading though. Like if you guys on Telegram, there are a lot of trading groups, investor groups, alerts group that are it's pretty much Reddit. Reddit is actually the same. People are just talking and they're pumping coin for no apparent reason or for some reason that they believe will happen in the future. They are expecting major developments, so that's why people are just pumping. It's the same as with staking and farming. You just stake your coin and you expect it to bring your to bring money back in just a very long term period of time. So this Holo is number 1 according to according to how much it gained overnight, 49%, and which is like pretty impressive, 129% over the last week. Again, like this is personally for me, this is this actually strikes me the most because as what I've just said, right? There are no major developments. There are no tweets around this particular cryptocurrency that I have seen personally, right? And there is no news, but the price is going up. And then this is actually, thrilling. This is awesome, but it's also very unsettling for me as a potential trader, I guess, as well. It's just is just pumping. So it's pumping and people are buying it. This is where we're at. Dent is number 2 gainer of today. It is up 27% in the last 24 hours and up 10.67% over the last 7 days. It is a cryptocurrency that operates on the Ethereum blockchain, and so they describe themselves as a global marketplace to buy and sell assets like eSIM, digital SIM cards, mobile data packages, voice minutes, and top-ups. According to an official website, they already have 26 million users registered with the platform. Lisk is number 3 on our top gainers list today. Ticker is LSK, ranked 99. A very interesting, very interesting fact for me, but when I was getting ready for the show, it was number 100. So it wasn't 99 on CoinMarketCap. The rank of this cryptocurrency was 100. So the things are changing literally as we speak. Lisk is a blockchain application platform, and so it is operated on what we at the crypto industry call a DPoS. It's a delegated proof of stake. It's a consensus model and is secured by democratically elected delegates. So Lisk is actually a very trusted platform in the space. To clarify a little bit, the delegated proof of stake is a consensus protocol that provides dependable verification and approval of transaction in a blockchain. And this is why it's not surprising that it's built on Ethereum. So what do we have here? Lisk is up by 21% over the last 24 hours and 18.81% over the past week. Number 4, Thorchain. Thorchain is a decentralized liquidity protocol that allows users to exchange cryptocurrencies, as they call it, across a range of network without losing full custody of assets in the process. So Thorchain, ticker is RUNE for some reason.
No, it makes it's probably the what is the lore? I can't even think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, thank you, Aaron.
Sorry, scratch that. Everybody forget that.
Thank you. Very helpful. Thank you. So it is trading at let me double check, at $7.17 right now. With a 24-hour trading volume of more than 90 million US dollars. So it's up by 16.63%. These are my notes, but let me just double check real time. Oh, so it's 14.95%. See, it's actually impossible to get ready for a crypto show. Everything's changing as we go. Yeah, right. And number just real fast. Top 5 gainer. Yeah, 1X, ticker is ZRX. It is trading at $1.75, up 12.5%, and it's an infrastructure protocol that allows users to easily trade ERC20 tokens and other assets on the Ethereum blockchain. This is the markets for you guys, and I believe we have a guest already.
Yes, we do. Yeah. Eli Steinbach, co-founder of CryptoFighters.io. Fantastic guest. I'm going to pull myself off. I'm going to bring John G on. You guys talk NFTs. This is going to be great. I can't wait to hear.
Thank you.
So here we go. Boom, boom.
Hi. Hello. Hi, Eli. Welcome to our show. Thank you so much for making the time to visit.
Thanks so much for having me.
Hey, so are you still based in Tel Aviv? What is the situation there in terms of the quarantine and COVID? Are you allowed to go outside?
Yeah. So the situation is quite good right now. We had quite strict restrictions, but in terms of in terms of vaccines, I think we're probably the furthest ahead in the world right now. I think it's over 50% of the population that has already received both vaccinations. I got both of mine a few weeks back. So right now it's definitely improving quickly.
Wow. So I'm just amazed by, there are 3 people in different parts of the world. This is crypto for you. So crypto fighters, this is very exciting. And I know you guys describe yourself as an original NFT platform, right? Can you tell us a little bit about how and when and why did you start this project and what it was back when you actually did it? It was 2018, right? 2018.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us a little bit about the background.
Yeah, so we started developing it towards the end of 2017, like really one of the original NFT tokens. The basic idea behind the project was, we saw some of the other NFT tokens coming out and we figured we could have a good take on it. We wanted to build a game based around this where like our NFT, basically crypto fighters, what you can do is you can you collect digital fighters on the blockchain and you can also battle with them. And when you battle with your fighters, the winning team gets a new fighter minted to them in their wallet. And you also get to level up your fighters and improve them. Fights can be anywhere from 1-on-1 and we even have an option for 5-on-5. That's the basic concept behind it. The original we had 6 people on the original team. We've continued to maintain it over the years. And recently we've seen quite a lot of hype around it again, with a few $100,000 worth of sales in the last few weeks.
Just a couple of follow-ups. You've mentioned that the original team was 6 people. How many people do you have on your team right now?
So all of us are actually focused on other things today. They're all sort of on different successful projects. It's not something we do full time. But we continue to maintain it. Everyone is like still involved in some capacity.
Okay, I've watched your interview that you did in 2018, right? So, and I think it was Dap's Lab. I think that was the interview. I didn't hear. Oh yeah, probably that one. So, I haven't actually heard a term NFT there. You've mentioned that it's just a token. It's a very unique one. You can actually interchange it, but you haven't actually used the term NFT. Is that this term was coined a little bit later, or because the technology is actually there? This is what you were describing during that interview, but you haven't mentioned NFTs. Is this something that came later because of what people called it?
I think the term even existed back then. Like we were using the term non-fungible token, like definitely within our team. The basic difference, let's say, between ERC20 and ERC721 of fungible tokens versus non-fungible tokens. I guess it was like in less widespread use. Like if I tell someone NFT today, if they're in the crypto space, they'll know. If we jump back 3 years, like if I told someone what NFT is, like there wasn't the same buzz around it. People wouldn't have understood. So it could well be like I just chose not to use the term in the interview just because they would have had to explain it wasn't. I guess. So
at the time, it wasn't as popular as it is today, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely in use. Like CryptoKitties was around at the time, and the contract itself, the ERC721 token is the contract for non-fungible tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Until recently, I would have had to explain exactly what that meant. And
so you see how the industry and the entire buzz about it has actually developed. This is pretty exciting. And can you tell us a little bit about how to actually build your game is built on Ethereum blockchain using our ERC20 token, but how do you actually do it? Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old, please. How do you do it?
Today it might be a bit easier. I think like if you were a 5-year-old that wanted to do it today, I think you could go on something like OpenSea and click create like token, and I think you could upload your artwork and that would be an NFT token, and you could do it all through their interface. Back in 2018, or if you really want full control over the smart contract, you'd write some Solidity code and you'd upload it to the Ethereum blockchain. And that would be the smart contract for your NFT. Probably the easiest way to do it, you take an ERC721 token contract, like OpenZeppelin and other platforms have them that you can work off of. So that would be sort of the easiest route to go if you wanted to do it yourself today.
if you were to do it today, actually, rather than in 2018, would you still do it on Ethereum?
I probably not. Well, it's a good question, actually. So the reasons not to do it on Ethereum is like the huge gas prices. Like we have a battle element in our game, and that takes 2 transactions, and those 2 transactions together at today's gas prices cost something like $500 or more, which is like insane. And you get a digital fighter for the end of it if you win your battle, but it's quite pricey to put that amount in. You might as well just sort of buy the fighter on the marketplace yourself. So that aspect, definitely not. The reason, let's say if it was another company that they wanted to do it, the reason to go on Ethereum is I guess a lot of people are already using Ethereum. The entire NFT market is on Ethereum right now. So if you go on OpenSea or something like that, I'm not sure if they support other other platforms. But yeah, so those would sort of be the 2 considerations. It's definitely annoying that every fighter that's bought on our platform, like minimum transaction fee is going to be $10, $20, $30, sometimes even more, just to the Ethereum miners. And then if you want to battle or do anything like that, like if we were going to build that out again today, which it's possible we may still do, but we'd do something like on layer 2 using Polygon or Matic.
Right.
Okay, that was my
So have you found that this has like drastically affected the usage of crypto fighters?
So as like to battle, we have seen it affect the usage. I think we would be seeing a lot more battles today if the gas price wasn't insane. What is quite interesting, what we've seen one especially rare fighter. It's called the Death Knight. So there were only a handful of them in the market. And the only way really to create new ones is to go and battle with them. So one person bought a really expensive Death Knight. They spent 10 Ethereum on it, around $18,000.
Wow.
And what they did immediately afterwards is they went and created like another 5 copies of it by winning a few battles. And then they tried to sell each of those on for a few $1,000s each. So I haven't been following since, like how they've done in terms of in that investment. But now that person owns most of the Death Knights that are like available right now.
So what is a typical like gas fee for one of these battles at current prices? What is a typical gas fee for running these contracts? Is it hundreds of dollars?
Yeah, it's like it could well be. It depends. Like if you do a 1 versus 1 battle, you maybe get away with like $100, $200 for a battle, and if you're talking about a 5 versus 5 battle, it's already like 2-3 times higher.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just really pricey. Like it doesn't make sense most of the time right now.
Expensive.
Yeah.
To that point, what is the business model for crypto fighters then currently?
Yeah, so the business model isn't actually built around the battles. In a certain sense, that sort of helps limit the supply. So there are around 5,000 crypto fighters available for purchase right now. And because it's so expensive to mint new ones, people aren't doing it a lot, and it stayed capped at around 5,000 fighters. The main business model, so yeah, there are 2 models. One is we own a certain number of the original fighters that we can still sell on. We also have the ability to mint new fighters, which we can sell on. So far, we haven't done that because we don't really want to affect the pricing too much. And there's talk of us sort of trying to cut that off completely, because we can mint around another 20,000 new fighters. And if we do, that would massively crash the price. It's not really something we want to go and do. And the other business model, any fighters that are bought and sold on our marketplace, we take a certain % of the transaction.
So what is the future like? What does the future look like for crypto fighters? Can you scale your business, given the gas prices and everything that you just mentioned? Is there a way to scale a business actually, or? So there are a few options, a few directions we could go in the near future. We're in discussions with a few different partners to see how we'll take things. One direction is sort of building out a more complete game on top of it, using a layer 2 solution such as Polygon. And yeah, the advantage, for those that don't know, so layer 2 solutions basically, because Ethereum is sort of layer 1 of the blockchain, and it's extremely expensive to do anything right now on it, but you can build on top of that on sort of like a layer 2, and everything that happens on that layer 2 is much, much cheaper. Every individual transaction is way cheaper, basically nothing.
And then at a certain point in the future, you move that information back to layer 1. So that's a way to sort of scale out the gaming side of it a lot more. So those are sort of ideas in our mind for the near future if we decide to develop the game a bit further.
So technically, I'm a bit curious. Technically, is that a lot of technical work to switch to something like Polygon?
So we'd have to see. It's definitely something that's doable. I think we'd have to create sort of another smart contract to be able to move over to it. Mm-hmm. There would definitely be work involved. It wouldn't be a crazy amount of work.
But because the battle itself is a Solidity contract, correct? And so you would potentially just move that same, you'd create a different contract, but the code would be very similar in terms of the logic in how the actual game functions, correct?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, also once we're on layer 2, there's a lot more room to sort of play around with game mechanics. It could well be there's more of an interactive game. It could be sort of right now the battle is sort of the 2 teams enter the arena, and it sort of part of it is random, part of it is dependent on how strong each fighter is. The fighters on each side, and those elements combined, like the blockchain comes up with a random winner for the fighter.
Unfortunately, we
layer 2.
So on layer 2, we might be able to, people might be able to make more decisions. Might be a lot more interactive. Maybe like a card game type, game where you choose actions to do each round, or maybe even something more interactive like Street Fighter, something like that.
Right. And then we have to wrap it up a little, just right now. But my last question is how to actually register. Do we still need to use MetaMask, or how would a user just go to cryptofighters.io, and then what are the next steps?
Yeah, so there are 2 ways to get started. One of them is to use your MetaMask account. You can go to cryptofighters.io and go, coming up on screen here. So I guess if we head over to the marketplace, I think, or start now. And I think let's say if you wanted to go, so you can go connect MetaMask or download Trust Wallet to get it working. And then you can buy a fighter on our marketplace itself. If you click a fighter, you'd be able to click buy now on one of them once you're connected with MetaMask. And the other option is to do it on OpenSea. People have also been selling their fighters over there. So that has sort of that's where most NFTs are sold these days.
So you can buy it on OpenSea and then go back and play it.
You can buy it on either marketplace. There's more marketplaces out there as well. It's all on the blockchain. There's there's no control. It's all fully decentralized. No one decides where these items are bought and sold, how you transfer them. So it can be done on any marketplace, similar to how you might buy Bitcoin on Coinbase or on on Binance. You could choose 100 different centralized exchanges. You could also do it on decentralized exchanges.
We have one quick question from the audience. If you lose the battle, you don't lose your crypto fighter, do you?
No, we don't have sort of a gambling element to it right now.
Okay, cool.
Your fighters, if you lose, your fighters do improve their qualities a bit. Like they get slightly stronger. The winning fighter also gets slightly stronger. But the real reward for winning a battle is that you get a newly fighted minter in your wallet.
Cool. Very fun.
Awesome.
Probably Aaron is here to tell us.
Yes, I am here, unfortunately, to put a wrap on this show. Thank you, Eli, for joining us for this BZ Crypto edition. And thank you for joining and, talking about your platform and what Crypto Fighters is. That was truly a fantastic conversation to listen in on.
Yeah, thank you, Eli.
Thanks so much for having me.
I hope we'll be able to scale it. Yeah, excited for Crypto Fighters.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.